Hello YouTube, welcome back. Part 2. If you're interested in this topic. See that cottonwood fluff stuff? So he's got a cottonwood tree. And that stuff has been all over yesterday and today. It is nasty. I've got my garden tractors tarped over. That stuff will pack it everywhere. It is nasty. You gotta put up with it, just like trees off of. Ash trees have like a long seed. Maple trees have the one that twirl down like a helicopter. Those are all done. Those have been done for a few weeks, but my allergies are really bad. When I got done yesterday, got into the air conditioning, oh boy, I was having a sneezing attack like you wouldn't believe. This stuff is 1.25 inches by about 2 inches. It's going to be about 3 feet long. I'll pan up there. See that? We're only going to lightly hit this with a flapper disc, and we will grind the paint off, or we're going to weld it. So, because it's got a coat of something on it. It's like I said, this is going to be outdoor spray with some flat blocks. So let's get busy. We'll get these 3 pieces cut about 3 foot long, and then we'll show you how we're going to take this. I'm going to grind the corners off because it hits. There's a radius in there, so we're going to really grind a lot of these corners off. You see that space? That's because it hits in here. I said this is not exact. One of these is off a little bit, and one of them I messed up and put the holes to the side or something. It don't matter. It just don't matter. I tried putting the holes up, so you can always cover a piece of board or something, and then you put some screws underneath. See, short screws hold the board down, or a top on it. Because this stuff's not easy to drill. I'd rather drill through this than this. Even you will break a drill bit. This stuff is crunchy, hard and brittle steel. Like I said before, do not use this on a car frame or something that your life depends on. It will fracture. So, off to work. Okay, we got one leg welded on. It is hard to straighten these because you have to do it like this. Get in frame. Then you got to put the clamp on. Well, when you put the clamp on, the clamp's on the way of using this. So, I think you know what I mean. It's just guessing by gosh. I did grind the inside. I wanted to see. That's all the way up. I just turned it up. Though I didn't want to show you the weld. I will take a picture of a couple of them, the better ones. But I want to make sure it's melded together. I think it's melded together. Okay, this is probably the best bead you'll see, and I just turned it all the way up. I tried one at between like 55 and 80. I just turned it all the way up. That's the best I can do. This is not going to be super plumb square. So like I said, you got to kind of square it up, hold it, put the clamp on it real quick. And I tried like tacking one side and then doing it. Like I said, it's just an outdoor stand. Oh, and I've been striking my rod down here first to get it started before I go up and try to weld. And I welded right through the paint. So, I ain't going to take the time to grind any of the paint off on that. It welded through it okay. There you go, back to work. Okay, that's done. Now I have to decide what measurement I want to put this in. How far up from the bottom. We don't want it too far down, but make a nice spot to put a shelf to throw your junk. If you look out there at my vise, you see all that metal pieces laying there? We can throw junk like that. It's all springy. It'll be more solid once I get the this piece in. So that stuff's all springy, and I'm afraid if you start twisting on it after you weld, it'll crack. I've had that before. I've had it break right off, break the welds right off because I twisted it too much. Back to work. Okay, now we're in the shape. We're 1 foot up from the bottom, so we're upside down, okay? And the angle iron's flat. Here's the... Got a check mark every time we check to see if it was square. We had to pull this one in. This stuff is bowed twisted. It's an old bed frame. You know how it's going to be over the years. It's not going to be a straight new piece of metal. But we're going to tack it, and it'll be the best we can do, and I don't think it'll look too crooked when you look at it. Okay, we are done welding. We are going to wire brush and flapper this, any loose paint, burnt welding stuff off. Always primer or paint your welds. So I'll spray some probably gray primer. It dries quicker on all the welds underneath. Don't leave your welds bare. It'll just make a big glob of rust in a year. So here we go. When you see it again, it'll be all done and painted. Well, some pictures, probably where I primered it and stuff like that. And there you go, all primed and painted, inside and outside. Had a few runs in it because I used cheap gloss black. I'd rather have flat black. But thanks for watching.